Let us start with the topic work. Now, work we have already done in junior classes, and work can be easily identified or it can be easily described as transfer of energy. And we describe the energy that it is the ability to do work. So both work and energy are interchangeable. So work can be understood as the transfer of energy from one body to another body. But there are a few conditions that are related. If we have to say that a certain work is done, then few conditions are applied on this transfer of energy. The condition is that a force should produce displacement in body. That means if force is applied on the body but the displacement is not created, then we will not say that the energy transfer has taken place. We will say that work done is zero. So a force, when it is applied on the body, it should produce some displacement in the body. So let us say that there is a box on the ground, and this box and a boy is applying force on this box. Let us say that boy is A and box is B, and the boy is applying some force on the box in this direction. Then we know that the box will also apply the same force on boy in opposite direction. Now if the force applied by the boy on the box produces some displacement S, box moves by some displacement S, then we can say that work is done. In that case, the work can be written as force multiplied by displacement of point of application of force. That is the point where the force is applied, that point should move. So if this point moves, the entire box will move. So it is one and the same thing. If we write the point of application of force should move or the entire body should move, because we are considering only with solid bodies here. So force multiplied by the displacement of the point of application of force, which is S. So W, work, can be written as force multiplied by the displacement. The unit will be joules as that of energy. Now sometimes force and displacement are not in same direction. In this example they are in same direction, but sometimes they are not in same direction. So there comes our second condition, that when force and displacement are not in same direction, then it would mean that only a component of force will be able to produce the displacement. Let us see how this works. Suppose that we have a box and a force is applied in this direction, and because of this force the displacement occurs in this direction. Now the force and displacement are not in the same direction, they are at an particular angle. So if we divide this force into its rectangular component and the angle that the force is making with displacement is theta, then we know that F cos theta will be in this direction and F sin theta will be in vertical direction. Now just by looking at the diagram we can say that the reason because of which the displacement has been produced, that reason is only F cos theta, because only F cos theta is being applied in the direction of displacement, while F sin theta is a vertical force. It can produce displacement only in vertical direction, not in horizontal direction. That means in this case the work done will be given as F cos theta, this is the force, F cos theta multiplied by the displacement, which is same as S. So now our formula becomes Fs cos theta. Now this same formula can be obtained by the dot product of vectors. So we can say that in vector form work done can be written as dot product of force vector and displacement vector, and it will give us the same result as Fs cos theta, so we can use this formula for all our cases. If force and displacement are in same direction, then in that case theta can be considered as 0. So if we apply F dot S, then it will be Fs cos 0 degree, cos 0 degree is 1, so work done will be equal to Fs as it was found earlier. If there is some angle theta, then we will accordingly put the value of angle theta here and find the work done. Now this brings us to the next topic, which is called positive and negative work. Let us do it on next page. Positive and negative work. As we have already studied that work done is equal to Fs cos theta. It is a dot product of vector F and S, Fs cos theta. So that means the sign of the work, whether it is positive or negative, it depends upon the value of theta. Now suppose theta is 180 degree. Then in that case there will be a minus sign because cos 180 degree is minus 1. But what is the case in that? How can it be justified? So let us take the same example of boy and box, and we will try to find out how is it possible to apply force in one direction and the displacement is happening in the opposite direction. So let us take the same case. A boy A is applying force on box B. Now when the boy is applying force on box B, he is applying force F in this direction. The box will also apply the equal amount of force F in the opposite direction. The displacement of the box is happening in this direction. So now if we talk about the work done by the boy, then it will be given as Fs or Fs cos theta, where theta is 0 degree. The work done by boy will be equal to the force applied by boy, which is this one, multiplied by the displacement. So the angle between this force and displacement is 0 degree. So we will have Fs, and we can say it will be this work done is in direction of displacement. So we can say that it is positive work done. But we can see that the box is also applying the force on boy in the opposite direction. So if we talk about work done by the box on the boy, then this will be equal to Fs cos 180 degree, because here the force we are taking is this one, but the displacement is still happening in this direction. There is no displacement towards the left, the displacement is towards the right, while the force applied by the box on the boy is towards the left. So that means the angle theta will become 180 degree and cos theta, so it will be equal to minus Fs. So it is opposite to direction of displacement, so we can say it is negative work done. So this is how positive and negative work done can be obtained. As we can see that both the work done are equal in magnitude. The only difference is the direction of the work done, and this happens because we have already studied that a force never exists alone. The force always occur in pair by third law of Newton. Now this same positive and negative work can also be written as, positive work can be written as supply of energy. The boy is applying force on the box, boy is doing some work on the box, so boy is supplying some energy to the box. So here we can say that boy is supplying energy to box. Negative work can be given as gain of energy. So when we say that box is doing a negative work on the boy, we can say that box is gaining the energy. So here box is doing negative work, therefore box will gain energy from the boy. Now because force is applied on, we can write a note here, the same thing that we just studied, that because force is applied in pairs always, hence positive and negative work both will exist simultaneously. So both works, negative and positive, will exist simultaneously. Which one we are going to find out depends on the question which work is been asked to, we have been asked to find out.